Recently, I made a video talking about the i3 window manager, and knowing how it focuses heavily on keyboard shortcuts, it inspired me to make a video about keyboard shortcuts that can improve your workflow and speed things up when using a web browser. Now, these keyboard shortcuts that I'm going to be showing are applied specifically to Chromium-based web browsers, and in this video, I'm going to specifically use the Brave web browser to showcase these shortcuts. So I'm not sure if they're going to work the same way in Firefox, but you can test them out if you'd like. Now, these are going to be the top 5 keyboard shortcut groups that you can use to speed things up. Now, for number 1, I'm going to be talking about tabs. Now, as most of you may know, pressing Ctrl-T opens up a new tab. So if you press Ctrl and T, you can just open up a new tab and then get your work going. But if you'd like to close a tab, you can press Ctrl-W. So Ctrl-W closes the current tab you're in, and Ctrl-T opens one. But let's say you open up a new tab, and let's say you go to a different web or to a specific website, and let's say you accidentally close it for some reason, or your session exits out. What you can do to restore your tab is press Ctrl-Shift-T. So what Ctrl-Shift-T, and I don't know if the screencast or whatever it's called picked it up, but Ctrl-Shift-T, it doesn't for some reason, I don't know why, but Ctrl-Shift-T restores the previous or most recent tab that was closed. So these 3 keyboard shortcuts are very nice and convenient to just manipulate your tabs, control the tabs, create new ones, close them, or if you accidentally exit out of one, you could restore it. So Ctrl-Shift-T is especially very helpful if you've accidentally closed something out that's important. Now, for number 2, the second group of shortcuts, this also deals with tabs. And in this tab, in each tab, I'm going to open something different to be able to differentiate between them. Now, this one deals with moving between tabs. So if you hold Control and you press on the number pad, you press a number, you can navigate through your open tabs. So Control-1 opens up the first one, Control-2 opens up the second tab, and so on and so forth. So if we open up a new one, and we want to go to the second tab, for example, we can do Control-2. And if we want to go to the fourth tab, we can do Control-4. Another different way that you can navigate through tabs is by holding Control and I'm not quite sure what, oops, my bad. There we go, Control-Tab. So if you do Control-Tab, it goes through the tabs consecutively. And if you hold it, it can go faster, but I'm not going to do that because it gets too fast and it doesn't look good. So those are 2 ways that you can easily navigate through your different tabs that are open. Now for the third group of keyboard shortcuts, this one is being able to navigate through open pages. So let's say I go to Google and then I type up Primal Penguin. Then let's say I go to my channel, and also let's say I open up a video. So if I want to just go backward, instead of pressing the button, one thing that you could easily do is hold Alt and then press the left arrow key, and you could just go backwards. And if you want to move back forward, you hold Alt and press the right arrow key, and you can go right back to where you left off. So this is very useful. I've always wondered what the shortcut is for just going back and forth between the web pages, but I finally found it out, and it's very useful. Now for the fourth set of shortcuts, this one has to do with opening up specific pages that instead of going through the options, let's say you want to access your downloads or your history or whatever, well, these are the keyboard shortcuts for those. If you want to access your downloads, you do Control-J, and then you can go to your downloads. If you want to access your history, you do Control-H, and then you can access your history. Or let's say you want to bookmark something, what you could do is press Control and D, and then it's added as a bookmark. Or another thing is, if you want to, let's say you're on a specific web page, you want to access your home page instead of pressing the button. If you have a home key, what you could do is press Control Home, or my bad, Alt Home. So these are 4 different ways, or 3 different places that you can access. And for the bookmarks, it doesn't access the bookmarks. Let's see, is there Alt B? I remember there was a way to access your bookmarks. I know that if you would like to show or hide your bookmarks, you could do Control Shift B to show it and hide it. But in order to add something, you do Control D. Now for number 5, for this one, it has to do with the address bar. So if you want to quickly edit your address bar and go to a website or whatever, what you can do is you can do Control L. My bad. You can do Control L, and then it quickly just selects the entire text that is in the search bar right here, and then you can just type something up, and you could apply it every time. Or let's say you're typing something, and let's say you accidentally type something up by accident. What you could do is you could press Control A, and then it selects the entire set of text, and then you could just remove it, or you could edit it, or whatever. So this is a really quick and easy way to either edit the address bar, or just if you're typing something else up and you want to edit it, you want to remove it if you made a mistake, you could easily do that. So this one was a bit more simple, but it's, again, very useful as well. So that was that for the top 5 set of shortcuts that are very useful when using the web browser. If you have any that I missed out and you think are worth sharing, leave them in the comments below. And if you have anything else that you would like to share, leave it in the comments below as well. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and yeah, that was basically it. Thanks for watching. No, wait, hold on. I wasn't recording the whole time? Oh, I was.